So you could have the best songwriting in the world, you could have the best production, the best music, the best band, but if you don't have the right people in your life and in your music career and surrounding you, your music's not going anywhere. And this is what this video is about. It's talking about relationships. If you're not familiar with me in this channel, I've done posted a lot of videos in general, but I've done quite a lot of interviews on this channel. I had a music related podcast that I think at this point has 125, 130 episodes where I would just interview all these different industry professionals. And one of the reoccurring themes, so whether the industry professional being whether they were like whether they like were mixing or mastering or actual musicians themselves, or on the marketing side, like they were like the PR people or the management, just ran the gamut, right? The most consistent topic that we talked about that led to success for these people, and some of these people were highly successful, like incredibly nominated with the Grammys or working with huge artists, songwriters working with huge artists. The most common theme that they talked about with their success was having the right relationships in their life. And they talked about how it was knowing the right people and knowing good people and having good relationships. It's not just knowing the right people. You can know the right people. It's just whether or not they actually, what kind of relationship you have even with the right people. So do you know them really well, but they don't actually care about you? And what does that actually, what does that look like? And I want to talk about just the importance of relationships, but also how to build and foster relationships. Let's say you're just starting out. You don't know anybody. You go down to your local coffee shop and play at an open mic and meet people, meet other musicians, and just say, hey, I'm Jacob. What's your name? Like, that was a really great song you played. Like, what was that chord you just start a conversation and be genuine. The biggest thing that I found, I've been in the music industry for a long time at this point, and the biggest thing that I found is you can absolutely tell and feel when somebody's just having a conversation to get something from you. They don't really genuinely care. They're in this mentality where, what can you offer me and what can I get from you? And you can feel it. You can feel it right away. So if you genuinely understand the fact that, hey, relationships are important, but maybe I can offer this person something, maybe they can offer me something, maybe it's just I just want to know you. And the key that I found in my life is going into these conversations about not wanting or expecting anything. Just say, hey, I want to build the relationship. If something down the road happens, cool. But if not, but like I'm not starting that conversation so that be the case. However, I do know the more conversations I have, the more opportunities present themselves. I heard this really interesting analogy once, where in the context it was like how we'll talk about God for a second, but it says essentially like God, you don't do good things because God's going to bless you. However, if you do good things, God also does bless you. It's this kind of weird catch-22 in the sense of like, and the analogy was that a farmer plants seeds expecting to some degree of a harvest. And it's in the sense of like, but you don't know what that looks like. You don't know what the harvest, like you can have a general idea of what the harvest might look like, but the harvest, there's rain factors, there's weather factors, there's pest factors, there's wind factors, right? There's so many different things, and that harvest can look slightly different depending on all those factors. So that being said, you foster these relationships with people and start conversations knowing that things can happen, but being open to what they might look like and not just be like, okay, I need to know how can this person advance my career. I don't really think that going through life like that is beneficial, really. Better it is to give than to receive, essentially. So just how can you just have conversations and meet friends? Now, say you later on in like your career or something, like building a career, maybe through social media. To some degree, that was my whole reason for this podcast. While I love talking to people, I love hearing their stories, I utilized that, and it was like, okay, how can I also build relationships? Hey, I'd love to hear your story. Can you come on my podcast? Boom. Now they're sharing their story on a platform that I built. Even if you don't have a platform, find people that are at the same. This is a huge key. When you're building a platform, try to find people that are on equal playing fields as you or slightly higher. If you have 100 subscribers on YouTube and you're asking somebody that has 1 million subscribers to come on your channel, there's really no benefit for them to come on your channel. However, if you have 100 and somebody else has 50, 100, even maybe 150, and you ask them to come on, that is a much more mutually beneficial relationship. And then you both grow together. And for example, like, look at the people that I had on my channel, just like the friends that I became with Danielle Marie, Brad Steele. I don't know if you're familiar with these people, but King Family, Kofi, like all these people that I was talking to, DJ Temple, we all kind of came up together. We all started, we all had 20,000 subscribers, 30, 50, 80, 100. Now we're all like significantly higher, thank God. I mean, even if we weren't, like, I say thank God, like in a sense, like it's a blessing, but not like, oh gosh, my life would be bad if it wasn't. Like, that's not what I'm saying. But the point is find people that are mutual playing fields with you and grow with them, and just genuinely be friendly, you know. But not only that, because the success story of these people, now they weren't saying that they ended up, like, because I would bring it up and they'd be like, absolutely, relationships are so important. But they would say, yeah, so I knew this person, and this person referred me to this person, and that person referred me to this person, and it was, you know, for example, I that's the story for all these people. And another thing, I'm going to use an example of one quote that I heard from a guy. This is Zach Bryan's bassist, Zephyr, and he goes, just be a good hang. Just be a good hang. Go for the hang. He's like, just be around people, be around musicians, be fun to be around, be enjoyable to be around. Don't be so uptight about the music career or what can we always talking the next level and this and that. Just be fun to be around. Now, I want to talk about now taking that to the next level is like, what else does that look like? Relationships aren't just like, you know, oh, musician to musician or musician to management or musician to marketer. In all aspects, like, what is your like relationship with different businesses and music related businesses? For example, a lot of these places where you can buy music products like music equipment and stuff, they have sales reps. Become friendly with those guys and just, you know, have a conversation with them. Instead of maybe just ordering online, you can get the same exact pricing, sometimes even better if you call. And if you use the same reps over and over again, you start to build these relationships with people. And maybe you get, I'm not only just saying get discounts, but like maybe like when things are being released, they give you a call and be like, hey, we only have 10 of these in stock, but like, would you be interested in trying it out? And then taking it even further is like the products that you use, building relationships with the products that you use. For example, do the what's I want to say, the platforms that you release your music through, the platforms that you master your music through, the platforms that you get your sample through, whether it be Splice or whether it be Distrokid or whether it be all these different platforms that are out there, build relationships with them. Reach out to them, you know, even if you don't have a huge platform, just say, hey, I've been using your product. I really love it. I just want to either say thank you or, hey, if you ever have an opportunity where I could, you know, help promote the product, or just doing it in goodwill. Say, like, just posting online, like writing a good review. Like, nobody's paying you, nobody's asking to, but people see these things. You have to remember that there are real people behind these companies. And even if they're billion-dollar companies, million-dollar companies, there are levels, like, for example, the marketing person who goes and watches those videos, you know, and maybe you have 100 subscribers now, but you keep doing stuff like this, and when you have 5, 10, 100,000 subscribers, a relationship's already been, they've already seen you. So that being said, a lot of the companies that I've worked with in the past, and a lot of the companies that I have relationships with, and a lot of the places that I've gone in my music career have come through these relationships. So that all being said, one of my main goals with this channel and with these style of videos is to help other musicians think outside the box. So now, while it's pretty common sense that you can go to a music store or go to an open mic and meet all these people and develop relationships, or even to some degree next level being like starting a podcast to foster relationships and things like that, or collabing on, if you have a YouTube channel or Instagram, collabing in that way to foster relationships. I think one of the most outside of the box is fostering relationships with the brands you use, like I was saying. And I want to give a personal example. And an example of that would be Distrokid, who I've fostered a 5-year, at this point, almost 6-year relationship with. And it all started, like, I think when I started working with them and developing a relationship, I think I had like 5,000 subscribers. It was nothing crazy, like very different than what I have now. Now, granted, 5,000 is still a lot compared to most channels. I'm not diminishing it. Like, it takes time to even get there. Like, it took me like a year of posting consistently to just get 1,000 subscribers. I'm not diminishing it, but people think you need 1 million subscribers or 100,000 subscribers to get started. And I'm also, again, not talking just to transactional things, but start by using their product and expressing why you like their product and develop a relationship with them. And then when you have the opportunity to do like a mutually beneficial thing, a relationship is fostered, and they know who you are, you know who they are, you know what they stand for, they know what you stand for, and you get access to maybe early products, or, hey, we're launching a new product, can you test it out so that we can, you know, before we release to the public. So now, while these relationships may not necessarily make your career, take you to the next level, by itself. It's a relationship of like, okay, now, but like, it's a culmination of these things that like, oh wait, now I have a relationship with this distributor, or now I have a relationship with this company, and that when maybe the guy that does the marketing that I've been speaking to, when he has an opportunity, he introduces me to this person because he really liked working with me, and now I'm working with this company, and now I'm a representative, and now I'm doing commercials for like, I'm just saying that this is down the road, but like, that being said, like, I'm not doing commercials. I'm just saying, like, hypothetically, you start using like a product from a company, and now all of a sudden they want somebody to represent the company. Now you represent, like, it just, now you're in the room with these people and talking to that. It's just all about relationships and the importance of fostering these strong relationships over time, and not saying, hey, what can I get for you today? Like, hey, I'm Jacob. Nice to meet you. Like, I really like what you're doing. I would love to connect. You know, to be honest, I kind of hate that when people are like, I'd love to connect with you. Feels kind of like, hey, what can I get from you? Just like, honestly, just lead with a compliment. Hey, I really like that song you just did. Like, ask a question. People love talking about them. People like when you feel interested in them. I really like that song you wrote. Like, what was that chord you used in the middle? I've never seen that before. And then start the conversation, you know, or write a review or film a review about a product and be like, this is a really great product. Be genuine, because blank. And then you never know who's watching. You never know. So that being said, I hope you found this interesting. If you aren't familiar with who Distrokid is, and I just want to plug them because I am proud of them and I really enjoy my relationship with them. And regardless, they're a great company. It's a music distribution platform. It's who I release my music through. It's how it's one of the largest platforms that people release their music through with independent artists. Keep 100% of your royalties. They have things where you can master your music through them. They have things where you can get on playlists through them. It's a really great platform. It's linked down below if you want to save some money on your first year subscription. Click it. I'd love to know your perspective on relationships. And if you haven't checked out the podcast that I was talking about, it's called the More Than Music Podcast. Check it out. There's some really, really interesting conversations on there. See you in the next video. God bless. Peace out. And if there's anything specific that you'd love for me to cover, talk about, let me know in the comments below.